Hello everyone, it's Stay Ducky here, and today I'm going to be showcasing my upper third, or also known as Akaza asset. So let's not waste any further time. I already took a long time on this, but when you go into the menu, you have two toggles. One is for all the punches, and the second one is for all the stomps. So if you turn on punches, you'll notice that whenever you move your hands, you have little trails following them. And right as soon as you activate the toggle, you can punch, and then it'll make a shockwave punch. Just like that. You can do it on both hands. You don't need specific gestures for it, but watch out, because some gestures such as this, like just the idle one, make it so whenever you make a fist again, that'll happen. And speaking of that, that is air type. So air type is when you punch, you shoot a thing out of your fists. This thing is very fast, and whenever it collides, it explodes. You can also spam it, of course. And now, to go back to do the other toggles, you can do double peace sign. That's how you go back to normal. That's how you can do the normal punches again. And now what else we have is whenever you do two rock and rolls, you activate disorder. That tells you that disorder is activated. Now this time, whenever you punch, it creates multiple shockwaves instead of just one. And then whenever you punch, and then lastly, whenever you punch the ground, let me just back up really quick. You release an intense shockwave on the ground. When you switch over to the stomps, however, you don't have the hand trails anymore. However, you do have two different things. So if you stomp with your left leg, oops, didn't have the toggle on. Yes, so if you stomp with your left leg, you can't have any gestures on. You need to be in two fists. So if you have two fists on, you power stomp like this. And then, for one of my favorite parts, whenever you make a fist in your left hand, and then an open hand in your right, you create a compass needle. You have to stomp with your right leg too. This lasts for around 10 to 12 seconds, I believe, and then it goes away. And then in this next one, you can only activate it while the compass needle is activated. So I'm gonna have to do that again. And then once you put your hands together, you start annihilation. Once you put your hands together, this is what happens. You can move it around. But once you take it out, embers start flying, and you have two separate ones now. And then once you put them back together, I'm gonna have to go way back for this one. This happens. I'll do that again. This explosion is absolutely massive. And you can also turn off the screen effects if you don't like that, or if you have epilepsy. Like, no more screen effects at all. And you can also customize the color. I personally like I believe it's 85%. Let me just double check. Yes, I love the 85% color. And I've also, the power wave, it doesn't really work with the particle system. I didn't code it to do that. So instead, I tried my best to mix different colors to make sure that they kind of work with it, such as I think it's this one. I think so. Yeah, just like that. See, so it's orange, orange trails, orange punch, but the power wave is like a greenish color. I tried to mix them as best as I could. Just like that is pink and purple. There's one in here that I really like that's very interesting. Yeah, that one. Where it's like a little bit bluish, but like a little bit whatever that color is. um, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed the showcase of the asset. And thank you so much for viewing my page. If you do buy it, make sure that you make a review, as it helps me get seen and helps me get the motivation to actually make more stuff, more awesome stuff like this for you guys. But thank you so much for watching my showcase, and bye bye.